What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
I got myself Ham, aka top of the table. It's getting boring now. I think I need to find a new aka like second or something. But
Amen.
top of the table.
Amen. That will be your AKA.
Claim, try and claim. Let's claim the second, man.
I don't
claim
even know
the
why I
second.
turn up to these episodes anymore.
Cool.
Boring now, man.
Well, if everything goes well, you guys are actually gonna see us actually recording together in the studio. So if it doesn't go well, then there's no episode this week. It's taking us how long to even get set up. So so we have to be quick, to be honest with you. So it might be a short episode, but we're gonna get straight to it. So there's no small talk today. Let's just get straight to like United's game today. And what's your thoughts on the game?
I thought those fucking wankers were going to try. I was livid. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, you know what, we need to make sure we win the games where people drop points. And obviously, we didn't. Yeah. We lost last week. So this week, I was thinking, fucking hell, Chelsea have dropped points. Liverpool are catching us. We need to win. And then they tried to draw with Fulham. But I take the win. It still highlights that we need to score more goals and that we can be got at. But I'll take the win. Garnacho came on, caused some work for the defenders. Dan James did exactly the same thing for Martinez. I haven't seen Martinez like having to bust a gut like that for a bit.
Oh, yeah, last year I saw that run.
So it was interesting. But overall, we got the 3 points. Good game. Fernandes frustrated me a couple of times. But it is what it is.
I feel like you got a love-hate relationship with Bruno Fernandes.
I do.
Yeah, I feel that coming through whenever we talk about him.
I'll be surprised if every United supporter doesn't feel exactly how Ade feels, because that's how I am with Bruno. Like 1 minute you love him, next minute you're cussing his whole life out.
But I think it depends on what your view on football is. If your view is purely stats, you love Bruno. But if you're looking at the football itself, you're like, bro.
But we've been talking about Bruno in that sense since the get-go. Obviously, I think I only know, like, myself as a United fan, only me and Ade, we spotted that from early in terms, despite when he was getting his stats. It's all good getting your stats then, but in terms of, like, from the football in terms, we knew that he's not a complete player. He loses the ball a lot. We've been saying this a lot, and we was hoping it would change under the new manager. And we said it, like, he might just be here temporarily, because once we get... Eventually, if we're playing how the manager wants, he might not get into the squad anymore. But who knows, isn't it?
That's a big shout.
Yeah. Who knows?
He's been United's most influential player for what? Since he's come.
Yeah.
But it's big on the stats, though. But it's big on the stats. When you're looking at them playing football, I look and I'm like, actually, I can sacrifice you. If a Declan Rice comes, I can sacrifice you.
But you have to supplement his goals and assists, though. That's what I'm saying. So someone like Bruno would always go to the manager's front door if he was to ever get on and say, who else is doing my job? Who else is putting the ball in the net and putting the back then. People?
But that was back then now.
I don't know what his stats are saying recently.
Yeah, recently.
When the naked eye when I watch him, I just think, he's a good player. Like, we watched him at Old Trafford.
Right,
Top player.
But then you're now thinking next level in terms of footballing ability.
His output has dried up, because remember he can't hit the ground.
Of course.
Dried up
game will go every game now.
It was hard to keep that kind of level consistent. Let's be honest, because that's like Salah the first season. It's like Salah's first season. What did you get? 43 or whatever it is. Was this first or second season? That consistent level is hard to keep up all season. But my biggest issue with him is his temperament. He doesn't know when to slow the game down and when to speed the game up. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much, that's my biggest issue with him. And you don't always have to look for those Hollywood passes.
When they come off,
it comes off
against us. Beautiful.
Yeah, you can always play within like your midfielders. That's why it was there in the first place. And that was the biggest problem today, to be honest with you. I was frustrated because with the manager, I think the best thing he did today, the manager, was bring on Garnacho, and he won us the game. Because I was frustrated with the manager because I've
got to take all the plaudits for that though.
I get that, but it's just after we got the first goal, we allowed Fulham to have the ball. We weren't trying to get the ball back from them. We were just trying to play on the counter. We had like 4 chances in the first half.
Yeah, you had chances.
We had chances. Like despite us, but we was playing a dangerous game because on our right hand side, William had him on toast.
William was trying to.
He had him on toast. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
What?
put up a good fight though.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
natural
But,
fight.
yeah, no,
But you look at Willian and how he's declined. You're not
yeah.
expecting a performance.
Yeah,
like that.
he had
He
him
had a
on
good game,
toast.
though. And he's capable. He's a professional.
Yeah,
Capable.
he had him on toast. And I think where we were fortunate is that every time there was thrown getting the ball in, they didn't really have Mitrovic to contest with those headers. Yeah, it's a different story.
That Ream chance, Mitrovic puts that at the back of the net.
Yeah.
Story if Mitrovic is playing today, because that Carlos Vinicius guy,
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
shy.
you know.
He's shy.
Yeah, so it's different, but we'll take that. I wanted, I think 3 weeks ago, when in the last 3 games, we were talking about our last 3 games. I was saying 7 points, but we ended up getting 6. Look, it's not the end of the world. If you look at
the Villa loss, innit?
Yeah, the Villa loss. If we look at where we are now, yeah, I'll take it. We're fortunate, like the rest haven't been playing great, and I think the most and the most important thing too is that we've beaten like a few of the big teams. The only big team that's beating us is just City. So we'll take that. If at the beginning of the season, if anyone asks you, we're going to be a point away from Champions League, beat Liverpool, Arsenal, and Spurs, lose to City, and get a draw away to Chelsea, you take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
To be honest, before our game today, I was like, okay, so if we win, what do we need to do? After the game, I think. Before or after, anyway. I was like, oh, where are Chelsea compared to us? And I looked up, I was like, where the fuck are they? And then realised, Chelsea have gone off, fam.
Yeah.
We got to discuss them on another episode.
Oh,
Because
That's like Graham, innit? But it's looking a bit.
And you know, I was out yesterday with one of our mutual friend Patrick, and he was like, "What are you guys saying now? You guys been talking of Graham a lot." But it's another one for another episode.
Him a bad manager.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling him yesterday.
The thing with Graham, we'll talk about it the other day. But the thing with Graham is he's 100% playing football manager. Though.
Yeah.
Because you got bare. You know, Chelsea, that's what I was saying. Chelsea not getting criticised by the media. Yeah, it's like broad day. It's like broad daylight robbery, bro. Their squad is ridiculous, bro. Player for player, their squad's ridiculous. Yeah, they should be going for the league every season. They shouldn't have this is transitional stuff. No, you're not afforded that. The amount of money they spend and the amount of players they can go player for player for every position. Who's got 70 million goalkeepers sitting on the bench that can come in and say, yeah, I'm going to take the number 1 spot? No one's got that. So they're nicking a living, by the media not getting onto them for not going for the title. So it's a joke. So what he's doing, he's just got bare players, and he's like, okay, cool, let me play him and let me see what these combinations look like.
And
so,
that's he likes doing that.
Yeah,
that's
he
the
likes
issue.
that.
He likes that.
Exactly.
So
Graham was doing that, Brighton.
Yeah, they need to give him the time to be able to do it because he's done it at every single club.
He's got better players and the quality's better here.
Yeah.
So he's trying to do like he's one game he'll play Koulibaly, next game he'll drop him for 2. Then he played a new lad yesterday at left wing back, the Hall guy. He had a decent game against City in the League Cup game. Yeah. So he plays him yesterday, and then Kukurea, I think was on the bench. Yeah, Kukurea's on the bench. He brought him on. So he's just got bare players and he's doing bare different things. Obviously, he hasn't got a settled team. He hasn't got a settled system yet. So I don't think Graham should be underneath pressure.
I think with long time, it will work out. Like he'll get to a position where it works out. But it's just whether or not at Chelsea you get that long time. Brighton was cool.
Man. They got it. Because I was at a house party yesterday. I was talking to a couple of boys. They're all United fans, but talking about Arteta quickly, and it's just like Arteta is the blueprint for all the big clubs now when it comes to giving managers time and patience. If we win the league, even if we don't, let's say we come second. He's a blueprint for you. Got to give these.
But the problem is, you guys are coming from further down. Chelsea aren't coming from that far down,
and that's the point I'm making.
And they've got new ownership.
They shouldn't be allowed
Yeah. So they've got new ownership. The fans are not going to give that time because they're like, you just bought us. We want results, and that's where the issue is.
And the thing, Chelsea have been that club since they got bought by Abramovich. They've been that club where they can finish 5th, win the Champions League.
Yeah. They
could win the league, they're used to winning stuff.
Yeah.
And they're the only club that I think that can sack managers regularly. They're the only ones that model worked for. Like continuously sack manager, but still win.
Yeah. And they hire anyone, they still win.
anyone.
Alvarez
Grant's gone there. Di Matteo won the Champions League, bro. They had Scolari there at a point. I swear Hiddink was there as well.
Just hire everyone, bro.
Their turnover was mad, but I do think now with bigger clubs watching Arteta and seeing what Arsenal do with Edu and that, and the project, and allowing it to blossom, allowing the young players to play, allowing the manager to breathe. Obviously, with a documentary, he's going to get his points across, and it's going to take time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think United can look at that with Ten Hag. Let's say it's looking nice, but let's say it gets sticky in February, March. The manager still has to have the time to implement what he done at Ajax with United. He can't be given a year. He can't be given 10 months like David Moyes. Has to be given time. Same as Graham Potter, has to be given time. The most successful manager for Liverpool, I believe, in recent years is Jurgen Klopp, innit?
Yeah.
When he first come, he didn't hit the ground running when he first
100%,
come.
100%.
You give him time, and now he's built a dynasty there. Obviously, they're not winning leagues, but they're challenging year in, year out. Every time you see Liverpool, you think they can win the Champions League, they can win the league.
And it's always into buying stuff because you buying into the system. Because Klopp, you knew he had a particular way of playing football, and they bought into that.
Yeah.
Arteta has a way of playing football.
Same
you
as
buy
your
into that,
manager. Yeah.
and that's the same as our managing. That's
Same
why
as
we're
Potter.
willing,
Same, yeah.
and that's the thing.
Potterball.
That's why you're willing to do it. It's when you don't see anything of that ilk that you're like, okay, yeah, I'm happy for you to go.
Yeah, cool.
But be interesting to see.
Just before we like, obviously we don't have as much time this week to go through like the games in as much detail as we normally do. In terms of like Ten Hag, if you have to give him a grading for what he's done so far at a out of 10, what are you giving him?
Give him a 6.
6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
Ham?
Yeah, I'll probably give him a 7. To be fair, like I said, I love the way he handled the Ronaldo thing. When I watch United, I think the Martinez signing is a masterstroke, and the way he's trying to get them play, get you guys playing this. I give him a 7.
Yeah,
like you said, the big teams you're beating as well.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, 6 point. Yeah,
I got offended easy.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6.5, 7. They also like I don't know whether I'm a bit harsh, but you are like the Ronaldo situation. You gotta give him credit for that. Being a big team, you gotta give him credit for that because those are the what do I want to call it? Those bragging rights. Like you want those bragging rights against like the big teams, and it's giving us that, and it's giving us the joy that we haven't had in like in a few years. So. Yeah, we get that, but I just still think there's a bit more, but it's early days, and we're willing to give him time. So 100%. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. For now we'll take where we are.
But just a quick word on Garnacho though. What's your obviously you like United fans, he's a young player coming through. What's your expectations of him? What do you think of him so far? Because obviously I heard a lot of United fans talking about him before he even.
Because we were speaking about him last season.
I was talking about him last season. Yeah,
United fan, but I heard a lot of people talk about him. So what do you think of him, and what do you think his ceiling is and whatnot? Because the goal today was mad. I literally remember Ronaldo scoring that type of goal, last minute, Fulham away.
Yeah.
He did it 100 times last season. Like he was playing for all age ranges. So I think towards the end of the season, we kept saying that, okay, if we're not doing well, bring this lad on because we had watched the youth
He's the best
games.
out of that bunch. Is it Dan Iqbal, Charlie Savage? He's the best.
Head and shoulders.
Okay, cool.
Argentina called him up at the end of last season.
Okay.
The reason for that. So the boy was just doing it every competition. He was just scoring the goals. Every age level, he was scoring the goals. So you could see that he's got something. And obviously the Villa game, as we discussed before, you could see that he was running at people. Sometimes he might leave the ball or things like that, but he's trying it. And you can see the boy's got potential. I expect big things from him. It's just whether or not we're going to be able to match his ambition.
Yeah. And that's, I think, from what was it, Bruno that came out the other day and the manager, it's quite arrogant.
Yeah, talking about his attitude.
Yeah, his attitude.
See, holding up his shirt with it.
Yeah, it's quite
doing Ronaldo celebrations.
Yeah, but with those kind of things, like it's the arrogance that sometimes that makes a player, right? Yeah.
So good, all he's got to do is back it up.
And it's just, and there's a thin line in it between arrogance and being cocky. So hopefully,
back it up. If he backs it up, it won't be. It'll just be cocky. If he doesn't back it up, he'll be arrogant.
He was super last season in the youth level.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, so we just have to wait and see, man. It looks promising. I can't lie.
The assist in the week for
the ball was disgusting. Ball was disgusting, and it's just I love it because he was. The thing is that one thing about players that comes off the bench is you have to come on and make an impact. And every time he's come onto the pitch, he takes on players like it's still quite raw. Don't get me wrong, but
he's only 18,
it's like he had something. He has something different. And that's the good thing about it.
Definitely played today, and he might as well not have played.
Yeah, so it's got potential.
You saw that.
Big difference. Big difference.
Yeah. So and I was thinking, was it last week I was saying is the manager keeps screaming out how he needs a winger, a fullback. If I was a player, knowing I'm there, it's an opportunity for you to like. Yeah.
No, we have enough wingers. Sancho should be crying at home like.
Yeah, it's just
right. We've got the players now that there should be enough competition. I don't think if we get Gakpo, cool, but I don't think we necessarily need another one.
You got out there, Rash, Sanch, Garnacho, Elanga,
and Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah, you got 100%.
Yeah, so we have enough. Yeah, we have enough. Yeah.
Your main problem is getting a number 9 that goes
Wings,
through the middle.
yeah, that
Yeah.
scores the
That's
goals.
what you need.
Yeah.
We just need to be ruthless
Yeah,
up
no,
top,
we
and
need
I
to
don't
be
think we're not
ruthless.
ruthless enough up top. And it will come. It will come. I believe because like the way we are creating chances, like we're creating more chances that we usually do. So I know it will come.
Hopefully.
And when you got the likes like Ericsson and
Hopefully not.
But Garnacho is what I wanted, right? And that's the only reason why I wanted Rafinha over Anthony.
Okay.
Because I wanted that direct running. Like, I'm
You want
cool.
somebody that was.
yeah,
No, yeah, I don't want.
was
Let's
round
go
the
to the goal. The whole aim of this thing is to get there. Let's go there directly. So, but yeah, with Garnacho, it offers us a bit more of that. But
Yeah, no,
Cool.
good young player, man.
let's just quickly move on to the Gunners. Top of the league.
I don't know why we agreed
Christmas.
to leave that shirt there. You know, it's just
What are you saying though? How like obviously we just quickly sum up our season so far. In your wildest dreams, do you think you'd be here right now?
Nah, not top of the table. No. Not,
And-
not a league that has.
Not even to cut you off, and the thing is, it's not even by luck. Like
No, we deserve to be there.
it's convincing.
Yeah,
It's like it's comfortable. It's convincing. Like you know me, I'm gonna make jokes. I don't make jokes. I'm not the type of person, but I will tell the truth. It's convincing. It's like it's scary at times watching it, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. I wouldn't have, like I said, when we started the season, before we started the season, everyone's prediction, I said third, innit? So I honestly thought that what I've seen from Arteta, hence why my whole thing was always trust the process, innit? Like I never wanted him out. I understood, like I said, the only thing I said was if the board sack him, remember last season I said if the board sack him because of us finishing 8th, 5th, because he didn't make top 4, cool, that's their decision, innit? But for me personally, just me, one, as an Arsenal fan, I was happy with what I was seeing on the pitch. Because there was progression.
yeah.
There was progression. The level of football that I was watching was better. The players that were coming through were better. They were being coached better. So naturally, the output was becoming better and whatnot. And he just thought that just give the manager more time and let him get his players and then get rid of David Luiz and Socrates and Kolasinac and Bellerin and all them man there and bringing him some ballers that are hungry and want to play. And every single one of his signings, has been, for me anyway, ticked all the boxes. You can say Sambi looks shaky. I think the boy's got something. We'll see if it comes out of him. Nuno out on loan at Marseille, he's ripping it up. So there's definitely something in him. But Ben White, Zinchenko, Jesus, all the players that he's brought in, the young lads that underneath him that he inherited. ESR went from hair to hair. England call up. Saka, if you ask most people, they'll say Saka should start for England right wing if he play 4-3-3. And Saka wasn't a shoe-in for England. Obviously, the Euros he done, he came off the bench. Same again, that's Arteta. Martinelli, everyone said the guy's got talent. Klopp speaks about him every week.
Boy.
But now that talent is being shown on a week in, week out basis, isn't it? Thomas Partey in the middle of the park, masterstroke getting him in as well. So for the gaffer, everything he's doing is right. And it's almost like all the pieces are falling into place for us to be top of the pile now. Because we're doing everything right on the pitch, off the pitch. The fan base is all united as well. But I would have definitely thought that third, if we was going to finish third, then we'd be in the top 4 for the whole season. That's what I thought, innit? I don't think Tottenham, I don't rate them. But anyway, you guys are transitioning with your new manager, Chelsea as well. So I did think we'd finish third, but top, yeah, it feels good. Man, I tweeted it yesterday saying being top for Christmas and tweeting that in November is mad. Obviously, that's because of the World Cup, innit?
Yeah.
We don't know if we'd be top by Christmas, innit, if it was still playing. But no, what the boys are doing is ridiculous, man. And they gave me the feeling yesterday that they are starting to think that why not?
Yeah, and I feel that's more dangerous because they're younger.
Yeah,
like older
And they're fearless.
Yeah.
That. It makes it so dangerous when they're young because you're fearless and you're going into this game like we're not supposed to be here anyway.
Enjoying our game.
So why not? So there's no pressure on them. So there's more pressure on City going in, week out. With them, we're not supposed to be here. Let's express ourselves. Let's do what we can.
And a lot of them are not scarred from failure. That's a big thing in life as well. Just in life in general.
Yeah.
When you're not scarred from failure, you don't know what it's like to fail, innit? So all you're doing is just getting all guns blazing, like going forward.
An
innit?
older bunch will start to shake a lot
100%.
earlier.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I think anyway.
The good thing is you got Xhaka there who has taken a few bumps and lumps over the place, so he appreciates it now.
Yeah.
Because he's got a song for him after 7 years, bro. I like Granit Xhaka now, bro. Like Granit Xhaka, bro. My guy.
Get him out my club.
I'm singing with him. I like, so I'm saying, so the boys are fearless. The young boys are fearless, and my captain's amazing. And I think he keeps everyone level-headed as well, the skipper, because you can see how he plays football. He's the best talented, probably our most talented player, but our hardest working player as well as our captain. And Martin Odegaard deserves all the praise, and Arteta, Edu for getting that deal over the line for what? a snippet of what we.
I'm bringing it out of him because obviously he's been
from 15 years old,
bro, for a very long time.
15 years
we were all after him.
Kid.
You get me? But he's had a few rough years. But now Arteta's brought what we expected out of him. So it's a good. Yeah.
And all of them got to trust him. Like you see Fabio Vieira come on yesterday. Xhaka come off early. I think a lot of the players were sick in it. Xhaka come off early. He could have put Sambi in there. He could have put Anelli in there. He was like, no, I just bought a 40 million midfielder. Go, let me see what you can do away. Big game. We got to win it. City just lost, so we win 5 points. And Fabio come on, beautiful performance. Everything's going to plan, but it's a long season. We don't know what the World Cup's gonna do. Injuries, loss of form, but so far, touch wood, man.
All right, cool. Obviously, we don't have time to go into a lot of the games today. We're just going to go straight into the World Cup because you just touched on it. England squad is out. So I was talking to a few guys yesterday. For me, I'll be honest with you, it's not really much surprise in there apart from okay, maybe Tomori's not going. In terms of
and that's not even a surprise.
Yeah, that's not even a surprise. It's a shame. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's not a surprise. It's a shame. So it's everyone you think that's gonna be in the squad that is fit is in the squad. So I don't think is there someone else that I'm missing that you guys think that should be in the squad?
Ivan Toney 100% should be in the squad. 100%.
Nah.
Ivan Toney has to be in the squad for the season that he's had. We've only played 13, 14 league games. Some teams have played 14. Yeah? Ivan Toney's got 10 league goals.
I mean, I don't.
So there's 26 players we can take. 26. We're only taking 2 out-and-out strikers, Kane and Wilson.
Which I think is wrong automatically.
Yeah.
Right? Callum Wilson's injury, bro. I think Callum Wilson's a good player.
Yeah.
I also don't think Callum Wilson's a better player than Ivan Toney.
But I think, you know what? As a pure striker, someone to just put the ball in the back of the net, I'd have taken Wilson. But Wilson's injury record, for me, is not the greatest.
Yeah.
But I think what may have swayed Southgate a bit was this whole betting thing that's just come up with Tony.
I didn't see that, you know.
Yeah, he's being investigated by the FA.
Okay,
I didn't even know that.
I think that might have swayed things.
Maybe.
Yeah, because there's no way the season that everyone's having.
It came out 2 days before,
and I think
3 days before they picked.
If you think about it, obviously yesterday he scored 2 goals, right? So it's easy to obviously say, don't get me wrong. I think Tony should be in the squad. If you got a 26-man squad, but I'm not going. I don't think it's a disaster like that. It's not gonna I don't think Tony. It's not uproar. Tony's not really gonna make. It's not the difference between us winning a World Cup or not. I don't think it is. I'll be honest with you. That's me. That's my personal opinion. But with Wilson can put the ball in the back of the net, and that's the difference. No, but Tony. I don't think Tony is in the box as much as Wilson. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
I'm gonna rate them out of 100 for finishing,
and he's not in the box as much as Wilson.
Wilson above.
Tony, you can actually compare Tony to Kane in a sense. I'm not saying he's like Kane, but he's actually drop deep, get involved. He does that with Brentford all the time.
Yeah. And Callum does that. Callum's a good footballer. I'm not saying that.
But Callum will be in the box more. Yeah. He'll be in the box more. And I say in terms of finishing, not that Tony's not a good finisher, but he'll be in the box more. But the debate shouldn't really be having a debate because you're right. Maybe we shouldn't have. If you have a 26-man squad, it shouldn't only be taking 2 strikers.
I'll be taking 4.
Yeah.
We just don't need to take Calvin Phillips, Jordan Henderson. Declan Rice,
brother.
That many of them. It's 4 brothers.
Phillips hasn't even touched the ball. I wouldn't have gone.
It don't make sense.
I get that.
So don't take all that, man, and leave Tony out. That doesn't make sense. Bro.
Yeah, but for him, in his head is, if Kane gets injured, we're doomed pretty much. But obviously, at least, and then he might think, okay, look, Rash has been playing in the middle for United. Maybe I'll use Rash.
Stupid choice.
But it's a silly choice. But that's the only thing. But
people, we are not managers, but we can see that Rashford shouldn't be leading line for any country.
I get that. But as I said, in terms, for me anyway, the squad is not surprising me.
Yeah.
And that's just me being honest.
The only inclusion I was surprised at was Connor's inclusion, actually. I was a bit surprised at that.
Yeah. But then I think it's just taking too much midfielders. Literally, everyone is in there. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really, every midfielder that you can think of is in the squad. There's no midfielder out there now that you're going to cry about not making the squad. Because all of them are in there.
James Ward-Prowse, and if I was James Ward-Prowse, I'd be super pissed.
Yeah, I would be as well.
Conor Gallagher's getting in ahead.
Yeah, possibly. But maybe he shouldn't have taken Conor in the first place. He should have added Ivan to it, a striker to it. Maybe we don't need Conor. But if you're taking Henderson, you're taking Calvin Phillips, you got Rice, you got Bellingham.
We don't need to take John Henderson, bro.
Well, one of them, whichever
as well.
Whichever
Phillips
one.
has not played.
But
Phillips may not get more than 15 minutes this whole World Cup.
I'm taking Calvin Phillips.
I can understand that. I think with the thing with Phillips, because it's such a quick turnaround, he just wants to take plays that knows what he wants. I think that's my defense for Calvin Phillips.
And him and
Calvin
Deck
Phillips.
together in the Euros was that was good.
So because
hopefully, but this guy hasn't played. Remember, he's had
right.
He's using the shoulder one. It's not like a muscular or something.
Yeah.
It's his shoulder.
Fair.
Yeah. So I can understand as Henderson shouldn't be going. He shouldn't be going. Yeah, he shouldn't be going.
It's a 26-man squad and we're leaving Ivan Toney at home to accommodate Jordan Henderson and Conor Gallagher.
And do you know
we're trying to win football matches, you know? We're trying to win. It's a World Cup.
And the thing is, if you're chasing a game, right? So think about Trent. As much as I always said he shouldn't be the starting right back, if we are down 1-0 and we need to chase a game in the knockout stages, Trent has to be on, right? But it's also the situation that you want someone different, and James Ward-Prowse provides something different. His balls are absolutely mad. His dead balls are mad. And that's what you have to think about, is that I need different players for different scenarios. And I don't think he's done that. I don't think Southgate's done that.
Henderson went as a coach. Couldn't he went as a coach or something? Could he, if he wanted to take him, couldn't he just say, "Oh, Jordan, you're not"?
Bro, couldn't he just buy his own ticket?
That World Cup was David Beckham retired by that time. You know when David Beckham went and he sat on the bench and he wore a suit, he didn't play. He got injured, didn't it? And then went with the camp.
He went.
But he got injured, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because remember Rio, that happened to Rio as well. Remember Rio broke like his foot or
bro,
something before what? Why couldn't Jordan just go like that?
Can't Jordan buy his own ticket and just show up?
That's what I'm saying. Why can't Jordan just do that?
We don't even need him as backroom staff.
Why can't
Alright, quickly,
Sat in the same hotel.
Before we go, like,
why can't Jordan just come and turn up and he's like waistcoat?
Before we go, let's give our starting 11 quickly. What would be your starting 11? What formation?
Yeah, 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Ade?
4-3-3.
Yeah, ideally 4-3-3 for me. Yeah.
So
this is not what Gareth would do. This is just what you would do. Yeah.
Ramsdale's in goal.
Yeah.
Ramsdale's in goal all day. My centre half are Stones and Ben White. Right back, Kieran Trippier. I love Trent, but yeah, I love Trent. But Kieran Trippier's going to start out right back. I'm not saying he's going to finish the tournament, but Kieran Trippier's going to start right back for me. But we're playing Iran, innit? So Trips could start because Trent could start it. But I'm just saying, this is a World Cup final. This is what I'm going with, innit? It's a World Cup final.
We've got a minute, so you just pick it.
So Trippier right back, Stones, White, Luke Shaw left back, midfield. I got Rice, Bellingham, Phil, and I got the two white boys, Sterling and Saka, and I got Kane up the middle.
So mine's changed slightly recently, but I'll probably do Ramsdale at the back, right Trippier 100%, Stones and White, left Shaw, in the middle, so it'll be Rice, Bellingham, Maddison.
Okay.
On the left, I will have Foden. On the right, I would have Saka, Kane up front.
Hey, Raheem Sterling's not starting.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, cool.
Oh, no.
You disappoint me.
We'll go. I'll go with what Ham said, basically.
I can't believe you said this about Raheem, though.
Bro,
leaving him out.
What? It's just leaving him out the starting 11.
You haven't watched Wakanda, that's why. We're supposed to stick together.
I'm going to watch it tomorrow, innit?
We're supposed to stick together.
I'm watching it tomorrow. Nah, but the truth is, up until last week, I was agreeing with you. I was saying Sterling, no matter what, he must start.
He's a non-negotiable for me.
Nah.
I don't even look at what he's doing for his club.
Exactly, we're basing off last time.
England.
Okay, fuck it, Maguire starting. And so is, what's his name? Pickford. Pickford and Maguire.
No.
If we're basing it off that...
No, but they might play back.
No, but if we're basing that...
influence the game, Raheem
No.
I was having this debate yesterday.
Maguire can't start.
With like a few of like...
But if we're talking about England form, forget club form. If we're talking about England form, Maguire and Pickford...
I was talking about this yesterday, and I was just basically saying like there's a lot of uproar about Maguire going in the first place, but as I said, if you look at the squad, there's no one really left out apart from Tomori. And then another thing is, if we're talking about Maguire, how bad it is, exactly what Ade's saying. Trent, there's a lot of players in that squad that ain't done nothing all season. So it's not just Maguire. Maguire is just a scapegoat that everyone's going to go to.
Maguire doesn't play.
But
no,
facts.
bro, a lot. But they're not doing anything. But they're not doing anything though. Calvin Phillips didn't play any football.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips.
And he's not going to start.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips. But I'm just saying, bro. That's
if we're working on that base.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
we know
that.
The truth
is,
we know that.
In reality, I would have always taken Maguire. Yesterday I had to sit down and deep it. Maguire is not a bad player. He has deficiencies in his game, but he's not a bad player. What's wrong now is that he's
mentally he's done.
Shit.
He's done mentally.
They have taken his confidence and put it in shit.
And that's why I'm saying everything he does, bro. Maguire can do something in the game that someone else could have done.
100%.
Another player could do it 2-3 times within that same game. But they will focus on the fact
all he
that
needs
Maguire
to do is breathe.
does it.
Him breathing is a
That's
problem.
That's it, bro. Like, and don't get me wrong. As I said, I think we all can agree that it shouldn't be in the squad. We know that it shouldn't be playing. I agree with all of that.
It shouldn't start, but I think he should go. I think he should go.
But then but we're not leaving anyone behind anyway.
No, because I'm not going to play Cody ahead of Maguire.
Yeah.
So
why not?
Nah, Maguire's got that ability.
Give me a logical reason.
No, but you're saying start Raheem.
Raheem
is just lying on the floor.
You won't play Conor Cody and go back Harry Maguire because his name is Conor Cody. If you watch their performances,
No. When they're playing for England, Maguire is a rock.
Yeah,
but because
and then I'm saying this, so I've been saying this about Maguire when he played for England, but because of the last two nations game, everyone's just basing his England performance on that as if he's never played for England before that.
But my view is that come on, do you know why all of your arguments run away, right? Because as long as you argue for Sterling to start,
Raheem's influence in the game. Well, football is
which game?
No, you said earlier.
A football game, not this. Any Chelsea games, not any Chelsea games.
And you want Rafinha, because he goes directly to the goal, innit? Because the aim of football is to put the ball in. It's to score, right? Raheem does that for England. We just left a Euros, bro.
No, but we're talking about England. But what's he doing at Chelsea? What's he doing at Chelsea at the moment?
We already said we're not. You just said that. We just said we're not talking about.
Then we shouldn't argue about anything.
But that's what he's basically saying, though. If you're using Maguire's performance for England, then it's the same thing, though, isn't it?
And we don't want Ramsdale.
So what system do we all say we want to play? 4-3-3. You want to play 4-3? Is Harry Maguire playing 4-3-3? Or when Maguire plays, do we have to change the system to a 5? Or are we going to trust that Maguire is going to play in a 2? Him and Stones.
He's playing Iran now. He's playing Iran, Wales, and USA.
I said World Cup final. We're playing in the final. Are we not going to have to change to a 5 because Maguire has to start? Because he's been a rock for England. No, answer that. Can we play a 4 with him, or do we have to change because of Maguire to play a 5?
You can possibly play 4 with him.
You can play 4.
He just needs a lot. He just needs a lot of protection, innit? He just needs a lot.
Don't make him different difficult.
You can play him before, though. You can play him before. I think obviously. Ronaldo. I mean, sorry, Ronaldo. Maguire at his best is with a 5. Yeah, like I agree with that.
For England, you don't play with a 5 at United.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even before United, Leicester at his best was a 5. And I think was it Hull was there the 5?
Leicester still played before. He played as a 5 sometimes.
Yeah, he played as a 5 sometimes with Leicester as well.
Stones did play a lot as a 2, as a pair.
Yeah.
It's only Southgate that you know what. I don't know what he thought that said I need an extra defender in there to solidify it. Yeah.
But if he does play like Maguire, I would just give Rice clear cut instructions, like let them go. Like let them, like Rice don't need to go with them. We've got Jude anyway. Jude, you know what Jude is like. We got Foden. We got let them go.
Thoughts. You were going to say Rice shouldn't go. I was going to say turn around and slap Maguire. Get back.
But look, it's we're gonna be here debating all day, but I think the fact and
play Stones, Dyer, and Maguire as a 3, Abby.
Bro, we know what Harry's gonna do.
No, is that what we should do? Who? Play Stones, Maguire, and Dyer as a 3.
Play Connor.
2 wing backs.
Cody.
I don't know who's gonna play 3 at the back.
Play Cody.
Well, let's say we can argue all day what in terms of what team we want, but we know Maguire's playing. So and that's the thing. Sometimes it's just like we can argue all day.
I fear not that, like you said, I don't hate Maguire. When you guys bought him, good player, Leicester, good player. I fear for him that if he makes a mistake, that because in my eyes, I'm always gonna say this was preventable. He shouldn't have been put in that position anyway. It's like when I cuss strikers like Shamak that play for Arsenal. I didn't really cuss them.
It's the person that allowed the
signing. The cussing person that allowed the signing. Shamak is rubbish. He was never going to do nothing for us. Yeah. Maguire messed, like Tom said, the last 2 Nations Cup. We can only go off what he done recently. Yeah, he's messed up.
And to be honest, we should base.
But Maguire. Wait, so if you're going through the last 2 Nations Cup, the only good England player is Jude. So that's what I'm saying. This is what the point. The problem is we only focus on Maguire. Going the last 2 Nations Cup, we didn't score a goal, bro. We scored a penalty, right?
We scored 1 penalty.
Only Jude has been a good player. So the whole team hasn't been good.
But I understand where Ham's coming from. Maguire's confidence is gone, right? The last 2 games he was poor. United, he's not playing. That is a long period of either not playing or being shit, which suggests somebody else should play. And
but I'm not disagreeing someone else shouldn't play. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, and the point we're trying to make with a lot of the winger strikers, like kind of like Maddison is the perfect example. Maddison had to work he made sure Gareth had no other choice to take him.
Unless,
the centre backs that everyone's been complaining about Maguire for a long time. All these other centre backs that want to get into the squad, they've got to do the same. It's not as if that we've got great centre backs all over the gaff. And why you keep taking? We don't have. We don't have that. This is not that era. bro, look how long we've been talking about Maguire for, but this guy still can't get into the squad.
Because that's Gareth. That's not their fault. That's Gareth.
No, bro, but then the thing, no. But then the thing is, when you watch them weekly, at that level, do you think, oh, they can start? Definitely. Like what we're talking about, like when you're talking about Maddison now, remember what you're saying about Maddison now. With Maddison's playing so well that you say, forget about him just still going. He's got to start. We can't speak about this centre-backs, rest of the centre-backs like that.
It feels up to me. Fakayo would start for me. If it's up to me, I'm going to start Ben White because obviously more experience he's played there. But Ben White's actually playing right back this season.
Yeah,
it's up to me. I would go.
Fakayo hasn't been as great as he was last.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah, we have to be
honest. Fair enough, but you're giving me options of Fakayo and Maguire.
I'm not giving you the option. I'm saying this guys haven't played as well as we're making it seem. That's the point.
I'm a manager. So I have to pick one of them.
No, I'm just saying, I understand that, but I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say, I'm using Maddison as an example. Maddison's been out of the squad for so long because he keeps picking the mounts, all this guy. But the guy made sure that he had no other choice than to pick him. Because he's been the best midfielder.
Yeah, and he still might not start.
Yeah, and he still might not start.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, the rest of the guys, like the Fakayo and all this lot that we're making noise about, they haven't been that great. Let's be honest. We're not sport with centre-backs.
It's only Fakayo and Mark Guay anyway that you can think of.
Yeah, we're not sport with centre-backs. Yeah. And that's my point. We're not. This is not like the Rio. It's not the Rio. Yeah. Bear in mind, Carragher and them wasn't getting.
Yeah.
Bro, we're not sport for choice. That's the difference.
I bet you know what the biggest problem. We wouldn't even be having this argument, if Ben White was playing centre half.
Yeah, 100%.
God bless him. Yeah.
Obviously, because Benny's playing right back, it's like, do we really want to push him back to? Because he hasn't played centre half this season.
And I think he probably took Ben White to be a right back. I'll be honest.
Yeah, he took Ben as a cover though. Yeah, so I can play right back. I can play him in the free. I can play him as a centre back pairing. If he wants to go for free,
then White he should slot in easy. Shouldn't even be a thing. Just
because Kyle Walker's just come back from injury.
Yeah.
100.
So if we're gonna play, if he's gonna take Kyle Walker and Phillips and them, man, the group we should get out of the group: Iran, USA, Wales. Kyle Walker would have to come in for the knockout stages when we go to the 5, because even if we play a 4 against Iran, Southgate's going to a 5 when we get last 16.
Yeah, and for me that's why Trent doesn't play.
And that's 100%.
Because I look at it and I'm like, okay, Trent is not going to play against the big boys. So if he's not going to play against the big boys, let the person that is get the momentum before that time.
I get that.
There's two ways of looking at it. You can look at it that way, or you can look at it as we're playing around. Trent has to play.
Maybe that one game, but then after the right back that's going to play in the knockouts, he needs some momentum. Not that I just call you when the knockout comes and I expect you to do what you need to do.
I would just bring Trent off the bench. I just bring off the bench. But look, I think another thing about Gareth, because we don't have time, is as bad as he's like, we might not agree with a lot of things he's done, but the fact is that he's probably been the best England manager in our lifetime. So he's got so he had the grace to go and do what he wants. If however way he wants to go about it, let him go and do it. Yeah, of course. That's exactly. I don't agree with him.
He can do whatever he
wants.
He doesn't need to consider us. He
can do whatever he wants.
Anything that he does.
Yeah.
But all I know is that when England are playing and we're winning, I'm enjoying my
100%. 100%. All right, cool. We got to touch out now.
Can we win the World Cup though?
It's possible.
Yeah, I won't say it's impossible. I don't think
probable and possible are totally two different things. I don't think we will.
I'll be honest with you. I can't tell you who's favourite right now. I can't tell you who I think is going to win the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm going Argentina at the moment.
You think Argentina? Yeah, I honestly don't know. I honestly can't pick because I think anything can happen in that World Cup.
And anything can. There's always possibility and probability.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But Argentina, France, and Brazil squad is not fair. Yeah. So
if I had to pick one, I'll pick Brazil. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. If I
am going Richarlison, top goal scorer as well.
Yeah. If I have to pick one, I pick Brazil. Yeah. But then is it not going to use Neymar the false?
No.
He doesn't do that.
Richarlison go through the middle.
Yeah. Been going through the middle. Yeah.
And he played with the 2. Yeah. But sometimes they put Richarlison on the bench to play Neymar through the middle, and then Paqueta plays with the 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does that sometimes.
I think most of the time, I think they may.
And in terms of like Richarlison's injury, because I say it's a quick turnaround. He's all right. He played. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, thanks people. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at Red Divided, Twitter Red Divided, and all the good stuff. And we're taking a break right now. We're taking a break, right?
We might. We'll think about it over the week. And
I'll
let
think
you
about
guys
it.
know.
Yeah, if not, then we'll pop out again. But definitely, if you don't take a break, you hear from us. If not, then Merry Christmas in advance.
Facts.
All right, good. We out. Peace.